Today we are going to create a tip calculator program. And also, we will explore fundamental concepts essential for understanding Python programming. Topics: 1. User input handling. 2. Data types and type conversion. 3. Functions and modularization. 4. Conditional statements and validation. 5. Arithmetic operations and calculation. 6. Output formatting. Let us start with function main, and let us take input from the user. The first input would be to ask for the bill amount, and we use the function input to take the input from the user and assign the value to the variable bill. Now, let us create a second variable tip_%, which will be used to take second input. That would be tip%, which takes percentage of tip to be given. And the third variable number_people is created. The third input is to take the number of people, and this will be used to split the bill. But user can enter 1 if they don't want to split the bill. Let us call this function main here. Until now, we have just defined the function, but unless we call the function, this program will not execute. Now, let us introduce second concept, that is a data type conversion. So, the user input should be numerical. We would like convert the first input to float, which can be decimals. And second one also to convert to float. And third one should be int, as number of people cannot be decimals. Let us execute the program and check if it works as expected. So, for the first input we will give a random number. Let us give 10.23. Second one, let us give 15. Third one to 2. It exits normally if we give numerical values, but what happens if we give a random characters? It throws error which users will not understand. Instead of displaying this text, it will be better if we display a proper message. Now, the third concept would be using try-catch. And keep this code inside this. And we will write except value error. If user a characters instead of numbers, then this except will catch this error and print a understandable message to enter numerical values. Let us re-execute it and see that it shows the proper message instead of error which users don't understand. What if the user enter negative values through input? Then we should inform user that he should enter positive values. So, next concept would be conditional statements, that is, if bill is less than 0 or tip% is less than 0 or number people is less than equal to 0, we will print a message to the user. Else, if everything is okay, we should proceed with the calculation of the tip and total amount. For that we will create a function and call it here. Let us go to top. To create a function, we start with def function name and input parameters. In this case, it is calculate_tip, and input parameters which are needed would be bill amount and tip percentage. Functions improves code organization, reusability, and readability. In this function, let us do some arithmetic operations. Tip amount equals bill amount multiplied by tip% divide by 100. Total amount would be bill amount plus tip amount. We should return the total amount back. So we write return total_amount. So this function would take bill amount and percentage and will return the total amount. Now in the main function, let us call this calculate tip function by passing input parameters bill and tip%. And the return value will be assigned to a total variable. Now it is the time to print this as an output. Let us use formatted print to print the total amount including tip and total. Here you can see, we can print the hard-coded the string, and also we can print the value from the variables by using curly braces. Now, we can round of the total with 2 digits by putting :2f. Let us execute the program and see the output. We will enter the bill amount as 10. Tip percentage would be 15. And for the number of people, we haven't written any logic yet. So, it doesn't matter what we enter. See the output now. Now, take a pause and you try to write a function to split the amount between number of people. Let us create a function split bill which accepts the total amount, not the bill amount which is entered by user but the calculated from above and number of people. And let us divide the total amount to number of people and assign to the variable split amount. After this we will return the split amount from this function. In the main function, we will write a if condition if the number of people is greater than 1. Then call this function split_bill where we will pass the total from above and number of people. We will store the value which is returned into split amount variable. Now, let us print the split amount similar to total amount with 2 decimals. For that we will write split amount :2f. It is the time to execute the final program and see the output. See the bill amount plus tip amount is printed and also the split amount as each person owes. Re-execute and check what happens if we enter a random text. See, it prints the message to enter numerical values.